So a few days ago, I shared a community post asking people if they were interested in a WhatsApp hacking tool. I don't know why, but a lot of people were interested in a tool that would allow us to hack WhatsApp accounts. You might be thinking how it is possible to hack any WhatsApp account, because Meta spends a ton of money every year to make their applications secure. Also, WhatsApp, which is infamous for its end-to-end encryption, makes it nearly impossible for someone to sniff user messages. But what if I told you there is a way? We don't do much but exploit WhatsApp's own feature that allows it to open the same WhatsApp account on multiple devices. Most of you will be familiar with that, but for those who are not, WhatsApp has a linked devices feature that allows users to use their WhatsApp on a computer or laptop by scanning a QR code with WhatsApp on their phone. But if you think like a hacker, this useful feature can be turned into a dangerous vulnerability, which, with a bit of social engineering, can hack a user's WhatsApp account. Before I go into a deep dive of how things work in the background, keep in mind that this content is solely for educational purposes. We don't endorse any illegal activity. If you are found hacking someone illegally, make sure not to tell them where you learned all this from. Okay, so this vulnerability is called QRL jacking, or Quick Response Login Jacking. It is covered by OWASP and is described as a simple social engineering attack vector capable of session hijacking, affecting all applications that rely on the login with QR code feature, as a secure way to log in to an account. And WhatsApp has this feature. Not only WhatsApp, even Discord has this scan to login feature. You can read about all of this yourself. I'm going to share the link to the post in the description. Let's quickly move to the attack flow section and see how this attack works. Okay, so what an attacker can do is create a phishing page that contains the WhatsApp login QR code, along with other elements to make the page convincing, such as money baits. He can set up a script that regularly updates the QR code on that phishing page. The phishing page or email can be sent to a victim. The victim scans the QR code with their WhatsApp or another targeted mobile app. The attacker gains the session, which he stores in a Firefox profile or elsewhere. We actually have a proof of concept for this tool that we're going to look at in a while, but before that, let's quickly look at the requirements of QRL jacking. OWASP says that the attack's advantage lies in its simplicity. All an attacker needs to do is craft a phishing website that regularly updates the QR code on the attacker side and create a well-crafted phishing page. Simple as that. So, there is a proof of concept tool by OWASP on GitHub which shows what QRL jacking is and how dangerous it can be. It's an outdated tool. A few years ago, when I first learned about this, I installed it on my system, and it worked perfectly fine. But now, because WhatsApp has updated this login page and added a login with phone number option alongside the QR code, the tool wasn't working anymore. There used to be a video about it on YouTube, but unfortunately, YouTube removed it because of community guideline violations. I managed to fix a lot of problems with this tool by tweaking the code a bit. Let me first show how this tool looks in action. I've installed it on my Kali Linux. Installing it isn't pretty straightforward, but after we install it, the interface looks a bit like Metasploit. We have modules just like in Metasploit, but for now this has only one module, the WhatsApp one. We could create more modules, but because this was just a proof of concept, they didn't bother to add many. Once we set up our local IP address and port on which we want to run our phishing page, we hit run and get a link to a website that hosts our phishing page with the QR code. Now, if you look carefully, the QR code isn't loading because WhatsApp has updated the web page and changed the XPath of the QR code. Don't worry if things are going above your head. As I mentioned, I made a few tweaks in the code, and in the updated version you can see the QR code. If you read the side details, it says that it is just a sample phishing page, but things can be added to make it look more real, though we're not going to do that. Anyway, this link can be sent to someone or shown somewhere, and if the user scans it with their WhatsApp, we'll get a session. The good thing about this tool is that we can have multiple sessions at a single time. The attacker can access the one they want. I am working on my own tool to showcase this vulnerability, but I was stuck in a few places. I'm still working on it. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that too. So the purpose of this video was to educate people about this attack. Most people fall for these kinds of attacks. Especially in my country, I saw several websites hacking into people's WhatsApp accounts, luring them with promises of money. That's all for the video. If you have any fun hacking ideas, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about them too. Like and subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.